Throughout history, some of the greatest inventors and entrepreneurs educated themselves at a young age and continued to expand their education to explore further within a topic or field. For many years, children achieved education through playing and exploring by themselves, but as child labor became more popular, the time for using exploring and play as a source of education was suppressed. As the industrial system developed more advanced technology, there became less of a need for employees. Mostly children employees. People started to recognize the importance of education for children and how that was work for children. And having a strong education at an early age can have many benefits as children grow older. A quality education should be provided for every child because it can help provide a path of a successful future for children. Being educated while young will help to further your education as the child gets older and hopefully put them on the path of going to college to have a successful future. The early education ensures that the child will have a quality job and will help expand the child's interests within a field or topic. Every child should have the right of a high standard education because it applies fairness and equality for all children. The impact of a failing education is long-term and reflected in future employment prospects, poverty, and incarceration rates. There are about 83% of elementary kids who go to school now that will complete school. There is also 45% of 15 to 17-year-old children who will actually end up finishing secondary school. This means that not even half the kids who attend secondary school will actually graduate. Some kids are even denied access to education. For example, 264 million kids were denied access to education. To make matters worse, that number increased by 1 million from 2016 to 2017. There can be many reasonings as to why there has been a decline in education for kids. Some reasoning can be due to many kids facing poverty, decline in funding for schools, cost of tuition increasing, and teachers not caring about their jobs, just doing it for paychecks. Gender also plays a role in children receiving education. Women represent about 2/3 of illiterate adults in the world. Girls are less likely to complete primary schooling than boys. Race also plays a role in the decline of education for children. A black family who makes the same income as a white family are less likely to graduate high school and attending college. 91% of white kindergartners graduate high school, while only about 52% of Native American kindergartners graduate high school. While children are shown to be the most likely to succeed in school and jobs, lots of races are put into school without the chance to even succeed. Black and Latino students are more educationally segregated today than they were 2 decades ago. They also aren't given the opportunities to do well to schools, taking away their chances to do well and have a bright future. For example, students of color with the same test scores as white and Asian students are less likely to be placed in advanced classes. Funding in schools has also declined, which can affect children's education because resources are limited. The federal government only provides about 9% of school funding, while the state provides almost half of school funding. Funding also varies depending on the schools and communities. For example, communities where students' poverty is low tend to have well-funded schools, whereas schools and communities where student poverty is high tend to receive much less funding. What is currently going on with education needs to change because once it does, then more children will attend college and be more interested in school and education, which will cause them to most likely attend college and achieve a job. This can help increase unemployment rates in the future. Our education system at the moment doesn't provide fair and equal opportunities to every school and every student. They lack funding to school, especially schools that are located in poor areas and schools that have many money. Our education system also is not very well successful due to America having some of the lowest testing scores compared to other countries. We place 14th in reading as well as 25th in mathematics. Not only is our education system unfair and biased, but the quality of it is very low compared to many other countries. Some of the best solutions that can be made for the education system is reducing class sizes. Smaller classes allow teachers to interact with all students. This also decreases the amount of classroom distractions. There will be more one-on-one time with students, which will ensure that they understand the topics being taught. There should be an increase in funding in schools, as this would help to provide better resources and programs. There should also be equal funding for every school, as this will provide equality for every student. After-school programs should increase, as there should be more programs available for students that seek help. High-quality teachers would be the best and greatest resources to students. Raising teacher salaries would help to motivate them to provide the best education to their students and also cause more people to want to be teachers. This could help there to be more educated and quality teachers to put in schools, therefore aiding in students' education. Overall, equal and fair opportunities should be given to each and every student, no matter their color or social class. Our education system is in a crisis and requires solutions to be made to help the next generation succeed in the future.